Hello everyone, it is Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 cast list analysis video. The cast list for 133 has just been released, so if you want to see the members or the characters that will be speaking in 133, stay tuned for this video. If you don't want any spoilers, click off the video right now. Also, thank you guys so much for 2,000 subscribers. I will be formally thanking you at the end of this video, so that's why this video might be a little longer than most cast list analysis, but I hope you stay tuned for that. A couple of quick announcements, and I do want your guys' opinion on a segment that I want to do towards the end of Arc 5. I want to get your guys' opinion on when I should kind of do this segment, but I'll get to that at the end of the video. But again, massive thank you to everyone for 2,000 subscribers. It really is unbelievable, so I'm forever grateful. But let's get to the cast list, and then I'll go on more in detail with stuff and plans down the future. But anyway, here is the 133 cast list. The summary: Yusho drives Yuri into a corner with his entertainment dueling. Meanwhile, Yuya desperately tries to suppress Zark, who is consuming him. As he proudly watches his father duel, Yuya is able to regain his true self. However, even though he is driven into a corner by Yusho, Yuri continues to sport a wicked smile. I was hoping for a little bit of a different summary. Maybe sometimes you get a line here that you didn't get in the main batch of stuff summaries, but it didn't happen, so it is what it is. Notice the next episode will air on December 11th. That confirms it. I think everyone knew at this point. So December 4th, December 3rd, the first Saturday/Sunday of December, there is no episode. So next week there will be no cast list, which is why I know I said I would do Fan Friday, but I'm just going to do Fan Friday next week because there literally will not be a video out on my part on Sunday unless I do like a manga analysis or something like that. So Fan Friday will be out next Friday. I apologize for the delay, but it just makes more sense since it kind of fills this empty slot. There will be no cast list next Saturday. But here is the cast for 133. Yuya and Yuri, Yuto, Yoko, Yusho, the narrator, Reiji, Leo, and Reira. So here's a few things. No Yugo, which I'm sure is probably going to annoy a lot of people because I know a lot of people, including myself, kind of wanted to see a little bit of Yugo and Yuri interaction. There could have been some humor there. We know he's speaking in 132, but it could be at the very beginning of 132. In fact, that almost is 100% guaranteed. It would be pretty sad if Yugo said something about how he was unable to save Rin, something along those lines right before Yuri, absorbs his soul. That would be kind of a sad moment. So we could get a very powerful scene in 132. We have no Sora, Kaido, and Edo, who are, is Yuri just going to walk past these characters that he's already defeated, or is he going to card them? That we don't know. We have no Bracelet Girls. We have no Ray. There's not a shock there. We know from the preview Ruri is a goner. I'm already working on a tribute for her, but not really because I could do like a tribute for 5 different it could be a crazy end of the review on 132 on my part. So we'll see what happens there. Reiji and Reira, that duel I assume is going to conclude in 132, but they're going to be watching in 133, so that's interesting. Leo might be watching as well. He might be giving his thoughts. It could even be something along the lines of Leo is telling Reiji and everyone else that this is it. Zark is going to be revived if Yusho can't stop him, because the next duel would be Yusho and Yuri. Could be something like that. The big shocker here is Yoko, but I'm willing to bet my entire channel that Yoko is a flashback. Okay, I'm not willing to bet that, but I'm 95% confident that Yoko has to be a flashback. There's no way she would have gotten to the fusion dimension where this duel's taking place. It would be, I don't think this duel's going to end in 133. This duel could be 132 to 134. I think maybe it would make sense if the duel did end here and Yusho thought about Yoko. I mean, it's his wife after all, a wife that he hasn't seen in now 2-3 years. I mean, who knows how long it's really been since Yuya was really a young kid. So it could have been longer than 2 to 3 years. It probably was. I don't remember the exact time. I don't know if we know the exact time of how long Yusho's been gone. But if he remembered his wife and just his love for his wife and for his son, and he made like a really sad speech, and then Yuri defeated him and carded him, that would have been a powerful scene. But based on the end of this summary, I don't think the duel's going to end in 133, but I could be wrong. These summaries don't tell the full story. We are all very aware of that. Could be wrong there. Maybe that's why Yoko is in the cast list, but that's interesting, in my opinion. Also, you have Yuto speaking. So if Yuya regains his true form, Yuya and Yuto could have a brief conversation about Yusho or about the situation they're in. That would make sense. So there's no real shockers here, but there are, well, Yoko I would not have bet in a million years, but sometimes you just get these names that pop up. So we'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think about this cast list. Let me know what you guys think about predictions for this duel, because you have to remember, we probably only have time, if this show's only going to go 149 episodes, we have 15 episodes left. If each duel from here on out takes 2 to 3 episodes, we only have about 6 to 7 duels left. Maybe even less than that if you have like a Yusei Zone duel that takes 5 or 6 episodes. We might only have 5 duels left, this being included. So, and we know Yuya and Yuri is next, so we are really running low on time for these final duels, which, when you put it in perspective like that, it is kind of sad. So, this has to be a kick-ass duel. It really does. And the Yuya Yuri one does too, because they've been lackluster. They have been. I've been enjoying them, but I'm not enjoying them at the level that I was enjoying the duels at the end of Zexal, at the end of 5Ds, at the end of GX. And they still can get to that level. And this show, I know, can deliver at that level. No interruptions. I don't think we're getting any interruptions. This needs to be a good duel, and I have hope. I'm very optimistic that this and the Yuya Yuri duel will be very good. A lot of potential there. So those are my thoughts on the cast list. I hope you enjoyed. Leave your comments down below. Moving on to the thank you. Thank you to everyone for 2,000 subs. I created this channel as kind of a spin-off, not really a spin-off, but a more in-depth Yu-Gi-Oh channel, as opposed to Clueless Gamers, which I didn't want to spam Yu-Gi-Oh content over there, since not all subscribers on that channel are for Yu-Gi-Oh. And I opened this channel in mid-July, and it's mid-November, 4 months down the road, 2,000 subscribers. I know a lot of people are from Clueless Gamers, but the fact that you were willing to, follow me onto this channel and follow me on a new journey, a solo journey, means so much, and I just cannot thank you guys enough. I currently am doing a contest to draw the next Yu-Gi-Oh protagonist, which, by the way, check out details in the description if you want, or just, I'll link the video down below. Enter that contest, because we've had 17 or 18 entries. To everyone who's entered, thank you, but it's still up for grabs. It really is. It's not like 70 people have entered. Enter in the contest, you just never know. Guessing what the next protagonist is going to look like is impossible, so the winner probably isn't even going to look that close to what the main protagonist looks like. So if you like to draw, please enter, because I'd love to get as many entries as possible. The point I'm trying to get to is, whenever I hit a milestone like this, I'm going to do a contest. I'm going to do a giveaway. Since I'm already doing one, I'm not going to do it for 2,000 subs. When and if, because I'm not arrogant, I try not to show any sense of the word arrogance, and I think I do a good job at it, even in real life. I hate being arrogant. If I do hit 3,000 subscribers, when and if, then I will do another giveaway. It might be a giveaway or a contest where you have to guess in the next 4 episodes of, I guess it would be Yu-Gi-Oh! 6. I doubt I'll hit 3,000 by the time Arc 5 ends. But in the next 4 episodes, you have to guess how many total life points are going to be, lost, or something along those lines. How many times a character will say, Sori wa dokana? No, I'm kidding, but is it really a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel if that phrase isn't used 5 times? It'll be something along those lines. It won't be a drawing contest, since that's what I did for my first one. I'm going to always try to change it up, make it fairer for people who maybe can't draw like myself. I'm a horrible drawer, for anyone to enter. So I think that would be a cool way to do it. So that is in the future. And hopefully this channel just keeps growing and growing, but even if it doesn't, the community on this channel I think is tremendous, and I just love talking to each and every one of you guys in the comments section. And I know everyone says that, but I try to really make it a testament to answer all of you guys in the comments, to do the Q&As, to do these Fan Fridays, to show that, and to do these giveaways and contests to show that, I really do care about this community, and I do care about everyone's opinion. So hopefully that, instead of my words, the actions on this channel do speak for themselves in terms of community building, because that's what it's all about, guys. The question that I want to ask you, this is a thing that I've decided I'm going to do. I'm either going to do it between the second last episode and the last episode of Arc 5, or I'm going to do it once Arc 5 ends. I'm going to do a week of top 10 to top 5 lists for Arc 5. So let's say the final episode for Arc 5 airs. On Monday, I'll do top 5 or top 10 unexplained things in Arc 5. Then on Tuesday, top 5 or top 10 disappointing things I wish they kind of did a little better. Then on Wednesday, I'll do top 5 or top 10 duels or something along those lines. Maybe all leading up to either the final episode of Arc 5, which is why I want you guys to let me know, should I do it before the final episode of Arc 5, or should I do it right after Arc 5 comes to an end? You guys let me know, which week would you rather see, and maybe that will lead up to the timeline video that I'll do, or that will lead up to the top 10 Arc 5 duels. Top 10 unexplained things, top 10 disappointments, maybe top 10 summoning chants. I want to fill up that whole week, Monday to Friday, with top 10 things. Maybe I'll do a podcast with a few people, giving an overall review or something along those lines. So that should be a really cool week. But do you think that week should be once Arc 5 comes to an end entirely? Or do you think it should be leading up to the final episode of Arc 5, between the second last and the final Arc 5 episode? I'm kind of leaning towards after Arc 5 ends, so that way it's kind of eases into the new show, you know what I mean? Where at least I can kind of give my thoughts on it as a whole, especially if the final Arc 5 duel is going on into that last episode. I'm not going to be able to put that in my top 10 duels list, which usually the final episode of a show is very enjoyable for me. In fact, besides 5Ds, the final episode of every show has been either my favorite or my second favorite duel. So that's kind of why I'm leaning towards doing it once Arc 5 ends. But you guys let me know what you think would be better. But anyway, thank you so much again for 2,000 subs. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, have a wonderful day.